Hi guys.
Hey, how are you?
All good. John, how are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Is that you, Dean?
It sure is. Hi Don, how are you?
Good. Good day to you. So you got your audio going. I don't know what's going on. We had people on, now we have people off. Let's see what happened to Jimbo. Jim's not on anymore. It's funny, on my one monitor the moon is almost colorless, and on my other monitor it's the broadcast color. You're there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking to someone on Skype. I mean, mute the mic here on this one.
Yeah, that's all good.
Place to study anytime. I think the thing that makes this case so well known here in Harris County is because of the way Belinda was killed.
It was 2004 when Kelly Seeger got her first look at
Hello.
All right, sorry about that. I was talking to Jim on Skype. Okay, how you making out, John?
Well, it's probably the best image I ever got of.
Oh, you didn't move it over to the center, huh?
No, I didn't want to mess with it too much. I guess I should, really.
Well, that's all right.
It looks like there's some detail coming out. I guess I can see maybe one of the dust lanes, or if it's just maybe my eyes playing tricks on me.
It's a little dark, so it's hard for me to tell.
What should I? Any suggestions on what I should adjust?
Yeah, just put it on that mean SD. I like that mean SD, so.
Okay.
And I would, yeah.
Yeah, I played around with it a few minutes ago, but
Oh, you don't have enough exposure.
okay.
I forget you told me what you're at 0.7.
Roughly 0.5, yeah.
Yeah, 0.5. Okay. Yeah, you could easily go up to 60 or 90 seconds.
You think I could do that without guiding?
Well, it's supposed to go and auto star a line, so you'll find out. It'll throw no, it won't throw it out, but you could try it. What do you got to lose?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
You're not going to lose anything. You're not. And then you know.
So what would be the difference between going up to, like, say 60 seconds or just letting it ride at 30 seconds and just let it keep stacking? Or will it never reach the same?
Well, you don't get the same kind of data.
Okay.
I mean, it's theoretically it says, you do 30 seconds 10 times 300, or you do 60 seconds 5 times, and they're supposed to be identical.
But in your experience, they're not.
It always ends up, the longer you expose, the better your image is.
Okay.
On these CCD cameras, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, to a point. You can't go too far because then you got sky conditions to worry about. It'll sometimes work against you if you go too long.
Sure.
You're going to have to play around and figure it out for yourself.
Yep. Okay.
All right, I'm going to move my moon around a little bit here. I wasn't even thinking about doing the moon tonight.
No.
No, but I figured, what the heck? It's very still out there. I passed on Jupiter, and this isn't too bad for the Infinity. The only problem with the Infinity is if you it's not designed to do this kind of work, so it refreshes every 1/10 of a second.
Right.
Or less, every couple of frames a second, I guess. Not a 1/10 of a second, but a couple, 2 or 3 frames a second, if that. So unless you have still conditions, it's going to get kind of blurry looking. So it's all right to get away with it tonight. But there's no controls here. I can't raise contrast or change gamma. If I overexpose a little bit, the circuitry goes berserk.
Well,
It changes colors. So
yeah, I've noticed that a couple times. Yeah, when I was doing the moon earlier, I went to green, and then the camera software kind of stopped working, so they closed it and reopened it.
Yep. And the only way I'm adjusting things is to change the I don't know what the SD, spectral density, or whatever the heck it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see what they're doing on. Okay, on. On night skies, they got. I guess Chris is broadcasting. Yeah, the thing that they don't.
Well, that's one frame at 60, and the stars are still somewhat round.
All right. Well, I guess I had to go to an object. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what side. I guess we can go to something to get started with here. We can try 82.
All righty.
Well, look who's back.
Yeah, I got my fill over there, and the quality's good. It's similar to it's good. You know, just a bunch of people arguing about voice, and I don't see that there's any argument. So I listened, and I listened to the guys that don't like the voice, and the people that said that they felt sorry for people that would be cut out. That's like saying I can't have a car because somebody else can't afford one. You know, I just don't. My philosophy doesn't work that way.
Well, if you're listening to a radio market, it would kind of drive you nuts there because someone's got TV in the background running, someone's yelling for a dog, and they can't figure out who it is.
People need to control their background. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about this is Don can go and mute somebody like he muted me
there where Dean had talking to someone in the background. He muted. You knew who it was, right? So you can mute it. Where you get more than 10 people and you don't know whose mic is activated and making the noise, you can't do anything about it.
The broadcaster should be broadcasting his image, not monitoring the channel. I mean, it's difficult here to go and monitor the chats because the chats don't talk to you, and
yeah, I think you brought up a point that I really feel strongly about. It's hugely nice to be able to just say something to me without me having to stare and read the chat window because I'm looking at some other control window when you're talking to me, you know. And so I agree with you, Don.
Well, it wasn't a vote for one way or the other about the chat. I think my opinion is the broadcaster should be the only one chatting.
Uh-huh.
And it just avoids all the other issues. You don't have to deal with some foul mouth. You don't have to deal with somebody that continually rattles on.
Right.
Because they like to hear themselves talk.
What Joe, I talked to Joe about this a couple of months ago, and I brought it up again tonight, is just make it possible to have your broadcast where the broadcaster only is chatting, and then make it possible for people to open a room. That's all. It's easy. You know what I mean?
You in a room and chat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just room and do a chat if you want to, if that's what you want, like we're doing right here. I don't see any chaos. I don't see any problem. I don't see any, issue.
Yep.
And the nice thing is the chat will work better because there's lag now. But go ahead, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
The John that's broadcasting the Galaxy there, is that John Sankus?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, you got your tracking fixed?
Yeah. Well, I took StarSense off, so that seemed to do it.
Because Don
Is
came online, I clicked on his, and you can't have two open at the same time, so I lost you.
Yeah, I stopped mine, and I came over to Don's when I saw him starting to broadcast. So
Don has got M82.
You got a lot of
You've
dust
got
on here, John.
yeah, well,
I
live in a dirty city, so yeah.
Is that a M81, John?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
I'm curious why John's experiencing a gold color on his M82. He's at the same F ratio as I am. Do you have a light pollution filter in there, John?
I do. It's a Lumicon.
Well, Lumicon's basically the same as this one here, except it doesn't have IR blocking. And why am I getting colors like this? And Jim Turner doesn't get it. John's not getting it. I don't know whether I can't speak about anybody else because I can't remember how they look, but it just brought it to mind again when John had it up. The image looked very, very good, but it lacked this area in here, and it didn't have all this, and it's not from what John was doing. It was, but he did not have the latest software, so that was a key, and that could be an issue. I'm not sure.
Maybe we need to. Hey John, maybe you could, if you center that, can you put that in the center to the image?
When your tracking was off, John, when your Jupiter went over to the side, it overexposed.
Well, that was before I polar aligned and everything else. I only did a solar system align. That was just a quick, dirty alignment. So
I'll be right back, guys. Get some tea here.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, since I did Jupiter and the Moon earlier, then I went and did a better alignment than polar alignment, and then added calibration stars.
Yeah, but as your Jupiter went over to the side, it got overexposed.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Maybe if you center this, it won't be so bright.
Yeah, let me try that. Hang on a second.
Sure.
I give up.
All right, so I centered and synced. So let's see what happens.
Oh, Infinity also. I just realized that. And Sean is on there. We got a Sean also. Sean Broadcasting?
No, I think that's just his avatar.
I see. Well, I'll be happy when NSN is completely settled.
That might be a while.
Yeah.
But it's growing pains, right? You got to figure things out and then adjust accordingly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I got no beef with any of it. If I have a beef, it's with the idea that we want to limit things, control things, blah, blah, blah. I think the single button that lets you throw somebody off that's, vulgar or nasty or stupid is, for the broadcaster, is the right way to go with regard to control. And this is, in essence, what we had before. And I just don't see anything wrong with that. I like what we're doing here. The basic thing is if they make it impossible to do it, people will come here and do it.
Yeah.
That's what will happen. So.
I do like this setup, even though it only allows 10.
The other nice thing about this is, like, for me, because I am East Coast, so I miss a lot of what's going on. I don't stay up real late. Is that I can, while I'm working, I can sit there and listen to the YouTube rebroadcast and see everything you guys were doing that night, which is great.
Yeah.
Was that you, John, in the picture with all the patch cables?
Yeah, I took the shirt to work with me on Friday. So
You
I
have
went
red hair?
No, blonde.
Oh, okay. It looked like it was red hair in the image.
No, I don't think I had a picture of my face or anything in there. So.
Well, whoever was wearing the thing, their hair was showing.
Well, that was me. Like, it's just the side of my hair. Like.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, no, just blonde.
Okay. Well,
yeah, that was our office building network room. I figured, at Night Skies Network, so kind of play on words. So I'm trying 60 seconds again, stacking, and this time I centered it just to see if it would expose better. We'll see.
All right, I'm looking at it.
And yeah, the didn't take long for all those dust bunnies to get in there because I took when I did the Moon and Jupiter earlier with the Infinity, I took both the reducer and the Lumicon off, so that's how the dust got in there. Doesn't take long for dust to get in there in this city.
Nope.
No, you're better off pointing the front of the scope upward so you have less chance of it coming in. I did that once, and it got on the corrector plate, and there was no way in heck I was getting that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my corrector plate's got a decent amount of dust. I even got some dust inside the tube. I don't know how.
Oh boy, I hate to hear that.
Yeah, well, it's just the city. It's just dirty.
Now, what city is that, John? Remind me.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're right there next. You're close to Don then.
Yep. Yeah, he's only like maybe 20 miles, if that, from me.
I think that going to Philadelphia was a good thing when I approached it from Camden.
I don't know. It's depends on what part of Philly.
Definitely a step up when you cross that bridge.
Well, I don't know how Don feels, but I'm not a big fan of Jersey to begin with. So.
Well, I like Mayport and the Pine Barrens and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's it's countryside, and actually the road going south is very beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, what you don't know is that the trees are only about 40 yards wide on each side of the road.
Yeah, some of
You
those
think
roads
you're
are
in a
pretty
damn
rough.
forest, and
Yeah,
it's
you gotta
just,
better watch out for the Jersey Devil too. Jump at it.
yeah. Yeah. I put up the moon to give you guys an idea of what the atmosphere was like. You know.
Yeah, I'm looking
So-
up at mine right now. There's no haze around it like there was the last couple days, so it looks clearer.
Yeah. It's kind of shaky.
Yeah.
Not good enough to bother with Jupiter. Not yet, anyway.
That's still pretty decent, though. I mean, there's always going to be shakiness. It was a pretty warm day today. I know here, but I'm sure it was warm out there too, right?
It was 80 degrees, and
Yeah. So now it's dark. All the heat radiating. That's going to cause all that turbulence.
yeah, they said that it's supposed to be 3 out of 5 for seeing, but it looks about the same as last night, where it was 1 out of 1,
Okay.
or 1 out of 5. Excuse me. It was terrible last night.
Wow.
What's the story with Al, Big Al, and NSN? Is he getting on tonight?
I don't think so. He's on the other guy's broadcast. He's on Kyle's.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Huh.
But he's not broadcast.
Oh, why?
He's just. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were on there.
I went on there, but I asked what was going on, and they said he's not broadcasting. He's just on Kyle's.
He just said his capture tool crashed.
Oh.
What happened?
His capture tool crashed. That's what he just said in the chat over there.
His capture thing crashed.
Said he's going to go try again.
It doesn't need a capture. It just needs he needs something to pick up the image. Yeah. Astrolive USB should work. Whatever. All right, I got to go find another target here. What should we go to? Let's see.
Yeah.
We got lots of galaxies, so let me find some that I'm familiar with. 30. You stinker. Okay. Oh, there's one, a nice regular galaxy, 3079. Oh, he's going to it.
So at this point, Don, should I start seeing, like, I got 8 stacks at 60 seconds each. Should I start seeing some better detail in this, or is that pretty much because of my area?
Could be because of your area. You should. Let's see. What do I normally use for that same focal? I think I use a longer exposure, to be honest with you, John. I use 90 or 120. I would go 120 seconds. 90 seconds, or try 90. Just leave. Yeah, it's gonna just click it up to 90. It'll automatically reset your stack.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
It'd be nice if you could add on to it, but they don't allow you to do that because it screws up the software.
It probably does, math,
Yeah, and just use the number there for the
NMRSD, yeah.
Yeah, just to adjust it better. That's all.
Good.
See, it already kicked it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I would suggest to get the version
the beta
3 beta, because I'm hoping that your color will change when you do that.
Yeah, I'll get it to probably tomorrow. 'Cause I should go to bed soon because I have to drive my folks to the airport at 4:30. So.
Ooh. Okay, I didn't get to bed until quarter last night.
Yeah.
Nobody asked me other than my daughter. I didn't think. No, she didn't ask me. The company asked me. No, somebody on here asked me, I think.
That was me. I asked.
Mark. Yeah, good thing yeah.
It was a late one, Don.
Well, it's going to be a late one tonight too. I'm not going to miss out on these evenings. What's the matter, sweetie? Are they eating pizza and Italian food and not giving you any? Hmm? What's the matter? They just don't love you, and you scare the lady over there, don't you? She's afraid of you. Mm-hmm. She's afraid you'll rub against her legs and say, "Hi, I like you." Oh yeah, you're purring. You're a good girl. Now let me pick you up and throw you across the room.
Cat lover.
No, I do like cats. I'm only teasing her. You get rough with her, she lays down and rolls over. She thinks it's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She's
I like
a
cats,
sweetheart.
but I'm highly allergic to them.
I can see your wings are already showing up, John.
Really? Okay.
Oh,
Where do you
gosh,
see
yeah.
those?
Much better than your 8 stacks.
Where do you see those at? Because I'm still. Maybe it's my laptop.
I can't show you. with
No, I know.
the
I'm just.
pointer.
Well.
You're up there. Go up about halfway from your core up to the top, right there. You've
Okay,
got a whole nice loop around. I can see the whole thing.
Okay.
Nice reverse S shape going through your core and coming down through the bottom.
Yeah, it's got to be this laptop screen.
And you have a lot of dust lanes. Looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the alignment must be pretty good because I've never gone this high before.
Your alignment's got to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even guiding myself tonight.
Yeah.
You're not guiding, are you, John?
No,
I don't even own a guide scope or guide camera, so.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Yeah. If I forget and we get out to 8 or 9 people, I'll bump my second image off. I'm only using it to look at everybody else's image, including my own. That way I don't, because if I bounce around to somebody's image here, it's getting recorded that way on YouTube, and I forget, and I leave it there for 10 minutes.
It's looking good there, Don, your image.
Something happened to your image. Whoa. All right. And there it is. Or she is again.
I see what's going on. You big dummy.
What you
I'm
doing?
talking to myself here, guys. The dome slit. You know, I got the scopes side by side, and just because one of them has got the object doesn't mean the other one isn't occluded by the dome slit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're
see
side
the moon.
by side. They're far enough apart that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank goodness my sanity is restored. Or well, sort of. Anyway. Did not understand what was going on.
Oh, you're all the way down to minus 40 degrees on the thermal control?
Yeah,
Well,
that's what it's for.
oh, yeah. Okay.
The camera's not riding though. The camera's stopping and starting by itself. Doesn't run all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll see what it actually is. Yeah. The thermal's off, so I got to turn it on. Now it should start to cool. Cooler power's coming up. Yeah.
I had 23 stacks on this. I should have recorded it, and I just blew it.
Oh yeah, it's easy enough to do, isn't it?
with that many stacks, I should have copied it. Too bad.
Well, this is pretty. You can't save this?
Oh, I can save it, but it's got star trails in it now.
It still looks awfully good. I'd still save it. What the heck?
And I didn't create a folder for it. Let me do that. In my haste to get on.
Shoot, I keep forgetting if you refresh on this page, you lose it.
So, Tom, how did your camera experiments come out last night?
Pretty good. I was supposed to work on controlling the telescope through Stellarium, but never got around to it. I seem to have a somewhat of an idea what the backyard EOS, so I guess the only way to really find out is to actually try it.
Yeah.
Of course, I thought I was going to get a chance tonight because it was a clear day, and of course, as soon as the sun goes down, the clouds come in.
Yeah, it's just weather. There's never nice to us.
Pretty well par for course here. Sunny days, cloudy nights.
It's kind of been like that here with regard to the air being real still, you know, in the daytime, and then shaky at night.
You get all that ground releasing all the heat, right?
Yeah. All right, so where am I there? Let's see, I'm about that far off. All right. So
a lot more detail showing up in yours there, John.
Yeah, I can see some more of it. You guys must be able to see something better than I can from YouTube because my laptop screen is not a good. It's a banged up laptop I got from work, so it's one of those tough books.
Now you can see the spiral going right over the top there. Now you see some dust lanes near the core, some further out ones, some color coming in the spirals there too.
You guys see the dust lane here? That's what you're talking about, right? And then up top, is this what you're talking about? The outer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had to pull to get better quality on the YouTube for the Hangouts and stuff. I had to make I have a big spool of Ethernet cables, so I made a long Ethernet cable to go through the garage. Because once I get outside here, I pick up every house's Wi-Fi signal. And then all the bandwidth just bleeds over each other. I can't get better than maybe like 5 or 6 megabits up and down.
I like wired everything.
Yeah, I do too, but I mean, Wi-Fi is great for in the house, and the throughput's good. But once I get outside the house, then everybody else's Wi-Fi, and every house seems to have one. I can, literally, if I looked at see how many SSIDs are broadcast right in front of my house, it's probably like 40 or 50 of them I see. Well, I'm right in the middle of a big row house, a huge area of row houses, so everybody's got Wi-Fi.
All right, so I got to move this over, huh? All right. See if I moved it. All right, just a little bit more. Good enough. Okay, let's run this up at 90 seconds. See how we do. This was, we went to 3079. 3079 is an irregular galaxy, although they probably don't call it irregular. To me it looks irregular, but it may not. It looks like a elliptical galaxy, edgewise, but messed up. See how we do.
Right.
Might need 120 seconds. We'll find out after about 3 stacks.
So as I'm stacking this one, I mean, what's the point of diminishing returns? Should I let it stack up to like 10 or 20 or?
You should. The way the stacking works is it works on doubles. If you do 5, then you should do 10, and if you do 10 and it's not, then you got to do 20. It gets ridiculous after a while. For this kind of observing,
Sure.
that's why longer exposure is just a better tool.
Okay. I'm just curious to see how many stacks would it actually improve if I went up to 20, or is it just like cut it at 10?
That's up to you.
Oh,
Usually they run longer for me because I lose my focus, and it's multitasking for me, and I fail. So what happens? Just like on 82, went to 23 stacks. Well, 5 stacks was more than enough for 82, but.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be probably needs 120 seconds. I'm going to go right to it. And if I had 180 seconds, I would go to that. Although I don't like these long exposures for patients, but they do make the image look better.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if Kyle's software, the Astrolive, will that allow you to go beyond the 120 the ATIC software does?
Yeah, but you can do that with the Artemis.
Oh, okay. But you don't get stacking with Artemis, though.
No, you have to use AstroToaster.
Okay.
no, there's
Pat.
Pat and the moon. Nice, Pat.
You got the moon up. Oh, you had the moon up.
I had the moon up.
Yeah, we were doing the moon earlier tonight, too. It wasn't too bad. Infinity doesn't do all that bad. Ooh, that's nice. There you go. Not bad, Mark.
Well, trying.
It's not bouncing that much.
Yeah, it kind of looks a little soft for some reason, but
Well, that's only because of conditions.
yeah.
The only way that stuff looks sharp is when you have real good seeing. Oops. Now there's we're going to need some guiding. Okay, we'll put the guider on.
Hello, all.
Hey, Pat.
Sorry, I had my microphone unplugged from NSN.
Well, that's pretty, Pat.
Just had some clouds go through. I haven't looked outside to see if they're going to stay or not.
Mm-hmm. They still doing NSN?
Yeah, Kyle is on. Chris is on.
Who's doing the imaging? Chris?
Both.
Both? Okay, somebody's got an 81 up there.
Yeah,
And
that's Chris, I think.
Big Al from New York is trying to get on.
No, they're putting phone numbers on NSN now.
So they're going from one object to another. Bang, bang. I don't hear them talking, though. Are they muted?
It's a weird setup there. Once you mute it, you have to go back to the camera and unmute it.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt at the moment.
Yeah. And the worst thing is, when I was trying to listen to their broadcast, I muted the tab in Google's, and I lost the audio on NSN.
Yep.
That's a nice moon, Pat.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Are you able to steer the scope from inside, Pat, or do you have to go out to do that?
No, I put a 6-foot extension cord on it, so it's in the hand controllers in the garage.
Oh, good.
So if I want to change settings on the camera or refocus it, I need to open the garage door and go out into the dark.
Uh-huh. Oh, clouds are coming.
Little cloud going by there.
Yeah, you got a nice Jupiter, Mark.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's not very good, but it's what is. It's what there is out there.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how to use get the adjustments optimized in SharpCap. That's the main thing. It looks soft to me, but I don't think it's focus. I'm running out of focus. I'm running into
No,
focus.
that's your atmosphere, Mark.
Went right through it. Yeah, so I don't know what to think.
Oh my
Give it
God,
time.
Matt. I can stare at this moon all night. That's beautiful.
Yeah, how about going down where the craters are, Pat? Like Clavius. Let's see. Let's get a gander at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Gee
That's
whiz.
gorgeous.
It sure is.
Mm.
There's something about the dynamic range. That's what makes this superior. It's got really terrific dynamic range.
I'll move it around a little bit, but we had
Hi,
a
Tim.
20-mile-an-hour
How are you?
breeze all day
I'm gonna
long
have to-
today.
Drop myself off on this, guys.
Ah,
So, all right, now we made some more room. That was my second person being dropped off.
But Tim is
My
on.
twin.
Tim's on twice there.
He needs to drop one.
How'd he get on twice?
I don't know, but he is.
Mm-hmm.
Don has got something, and
There you go.
There, now it's one.
Don has got something, and Mark has got something.
Yeah, I'm on 3079. It's fairly
Yeah.
dim.
Kind of stretched out and bent, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Mark, I think with 40 people with open microphones is too much for me.
Oh, I had to leave. It was driving me nuts.
Well, it drives me nuts when we get a couple people on here that don't stop.
Oh, you get Mark and George going. That's a good one.
Yeah, you hear me I try to break in, but I can't get him to slow down.
George just has a lot of energy pent up inside. I think he needs more social networking.
Yeah, I think you're right. He was having a bad day yesterday anyway.
Physically?
No, emotionally, I think.
Yeah, I find a group of 10 a lot more manageable. Plus, I have a mute button.
Yeah, Joe said the mute button's coming. Don't know how it's going to be, but yeah, when you get a bunch of people and there's a lot of background noise going on with TVs and people yelling, it got a little much, and I had to just mute it and leave.
I actually like this Google. I wish you could get about 20 people on it. That'd be pretty nice.
Well, can I say in a quiet voice on this channel to this august group that I have no democratic instinct whatsoever, and I don't feel sorry for the ones that are not able to talk, you know?
Me neither.
Yeah, so I just really, I like the fact that we're able to do it, and it's nice.
Yep. It's Tom Sowell in.
So how's Mr. Tim? It's bleeding over into NSN. I'm sorry. Nowhere to mute it on NSN, is there?
Yeah, you go up in the URL there where the camera is and shut it off, and then you got to refresh it for it to take effect.
Up in the URL where
See
the...
where the camera is by the star?
If you're using Chrome.
On the right-hand side.
No.
Are you using Chrome?
No.
Oh, I can't help you.
What I'll do is I'll just go into my...
Oh man, that's ugly looking.
That should have done it. Got rid of it.
Darn it.
Sorry, guys. They can't hear me now anyhow. Thanks, Tom.
Could have been mine also. I just shut down NSN.
See, now there it is. There it is. There's an extra voice in there, and they couldn't take it. So
Yeah.
anyhow, well, there's two galaxies in here beside this one they can spot real quick. 3079's here. This is 3073, and this is a PGC something or other.
Yeah.
Oh, I
This is
guess.
PGC 28990, which doesn't mean anything to anybody. And here's an unwelcome guest.
That just tells me it's really small. Or
I see John has got sombrero up, which is always nice to look at.
Yeah, it's a first for me.
Nice. Oh, broke up there.
Okay, cool.
I'm going back to Pat's Moon. That's beautiful.
Sure is.
That was what I'm talking about, Mark. It just seems has a certain quality to it that.
I've been trying to see what it is. I think it's the dynamic range. He's not burned out on the white stuff, and not. You can still see the dark stuff, at the same time.
And it looks like 3D.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah.
I pulled the diagonal out, so tonight it's just straight through.
Yeah. It's a shame you don't have easy access to the controls, though.
Well, Don, it's all I need to do is write a little Macintosh software program and buy a USB 485 dongle.
I have a whole bunch of them here, Pat.
Well, send me one.
Send me your address
I will.
through
I was
Facebook.
going to say, my brother writes software. He's retired now. So what I need is a 5-button software package that talks on 485 to the camera. Rock used to have one for Windows, but it's no longer on his site.
Yeah, I got a couple of RS-485s, the USB here. You just attach a wire to it, hook it up to the back, and plug it in.
Yeah, the camera's got the tabs for send and receive, so I think it's pretty easy. You just hook up a USB converter, and then I need my brother to write me a software program for Mac.
Well, if you ever get that program, let me know, because then I'd be interested in getting the camera.
Will do.
Yeah, I'm not. I would have bought it already, but I'm just not enamored with running cables and building up a keypad. I mean, it's not difficult for me to do those things. It's just a pain. You still got to bring the Febon, but that's no big deal. That's just like carrying a... Does a Febon have to be at the computer, or can it be at the camera?
I put it right by the computer. If you have an SDI, actually, Don, it has a CATV out, which you'll feed composite. The Febon you need to use if you do not have. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think. The CATV out, I think, is 720p, and you need the Febon or a device like that to get to 1080p. I don't know. I've never used the analog output.
No, I'm talking about the Febon being physically placed at the camera and running a USB cable into the computer, since the other end of the Febon is USB 2.
Yeah.
That's what I do with my HDMI converter, Don. I put it up on the mount.
Oh, yeah, but it's the question whether the Febon works, whether your HDMI converter works for you. That doesn't help me with my question.
Well, no, I'm talking about putting it up there on the mount. Of course, why would it work?
Well, I don't know. It's a Febon. Who the heck knows?
Don, if you give me a moment, I'll plug the Febon right into the camera and then feed the USB.
No, you can do it another time. It's not important. You end up messing up something, and then it's not going to work for the rest of the evening.
Nah, it's no problem. Give me something to do for a moment.
All right. When you do that, try and darken up your image just a tad.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Well, we got the garage door open. Let's see what happens.
All right, well, I think I've exhausted. Well, we'll go up to 10 frames on this. It's getting there. I'm getting a little bit of light coming in from the moon.
Let me look at that. See what we got. On the upper left, is that what you're thinking of? Is that where the light's at?
For me?
Uh-huh.
No, in the lower right.
Lower right? Oh.
Yeah, this area in here,
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of...
It's interesting. It's not showing on the broadcast.
No,
It
it's
always
not.
seems like it's just slightly darker than what the live image is.
Oh, it could be the... you know what? It could be the monitor. It is not a very good monitor.
Oh, it's getting hazy out too, Don. As I'm looking at the moon is a lot clearer about an hour ago. Now it's got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really nasty halo around it.
Mm.
So there's a lot of moisture in the air right now.
But, huh?
Yeah, it's affecting my image too. I mean, right now I'm getting all kinds of nasty sky glow.
Well, I think I'm gonna change camera Jupiter and put the Nikon on there.
Okay, cool.
See what this, because I'm not just there's something funky about the way this looks, and I think it's me. I'm not blaming the camera, but I think it's me.
All right.
Well, Don, I ended up with 2 female BNC connectors, so I just put it back to where it was.
Okay. Oh, you didn't get a chance to darken it. That's all right.
I unhooked the cables, and I got 2 female BNCs, and I can't screw them together. I don't have an adapter.
It's all right. No problem. I would imagine it should work.
Yeah, I'll give it a try with some RCA cables.
Yeah.
Sometime, Don, I'll try the analog RCA output, and
Well, that's only what?
oh, you know what? I'd have to have that'll just feed directly into a TV. or a monitor.
Yeah.
I'd have to hook up a converter.
Frame grabber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not worth it. So the camera only puts out 720p?
No, it puts out 1080, 720p, and 720 crop.
Okay, now what are you at now?
Right now we're at 720 crop because Google, that's what Google grabs.
Doesn't like 1080p?
Nope.
Oh. And that's why we can't broadcast at 1080p.
Right.
Okay, well that's understandable to keep the bandwidth down for them.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. I went in and checked it out and just said 720p max.
Okay. Still looks good. Now you probably would look better up on NSN.
Yeah, that's what Joe says.
Because that's 1080p.
1080.
Yeah. So that Febon 188 puts out 1080p then, huh? Now you have to have special software to run that Febon?
No software required. It runs on QuickTime.
Oh, Al is broadcasting.
Okay, so it'll run PC or Mac then, huh?
Yeah, I think this Febon is specifically for 1080p Mac, and it feeds directly into QuickTime, so you don't need any software to grab it. And the nice part is that on the old NSN, it would go directly to it with no other software required. And it should do that on the new NSN.
Al is broadcasting on NSN now.
I'm scared to go look because my audio will feed through.
I killed them all. No audio.
Well, let me open up a window and go there, see what's happening.
He's operating it in Sharp.
Big Apple, Big Al is on now with that big chip.
And he's on SharpCap. He's not using Astrolive USB.
Uh-huh.
He's got 2 frames stacked, but not seeing anything much. Oh well, let's get back out of this thing here. All right, this is enough of this. We got 10 frames. Stop. Come on. Okay. And let's record this.
So I'm just going to see what he does. I did not log in, so hopefully no mic or anything.
Yeah, when you're broadcasting there, you have to be careful because if you don't close your browser, the mic still works.
Okay, let's go find another target.
Ooh, there's some clouds going through.
Let's try. Let's see. We're gonna try here.
I don't see anything on Big
SEAs.
Boy. Something very faint. See 3 galaxies. I'm going to grab a refreshment. I'll be back in just a moment.
Sure.
Well, we're going to try 97, see what kind of a night we're experiencing.
All right. Get this thing back. Very nice.
Good night, guys. I'm going to take off.
Okay, John, take care.
Thanks for
Later,
helping.
John. Thanks
All
for
right,
the
see you
use.
guys. Yep, later.
Mark just plugged in his camera.
Unplugged. I've got a mess here with adapters. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I need to get to 2 inches. Well, actually, I can do it with this.
Are they talking on NSN?
They might be. I got them muted.
Apparently, they hear everything you're saying.
Well, they can't, if they're hearing me, not hearing them from me.
Well, they're hearing it from somebody because they're monitoring our conversation. It's kind of funny.
I don't know who's...
All right, so there's the knife.
My mic's off. Well, I'll just get off of it.
Here's that. Now we want to pull up power. Let's see which one is the power. This way. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Camera's coming to life. Good. Oh yeah, this is USB 3.
Don,
Yes.
when John was broadcasting, I saw HD come up, but I don't see it on yours or Mark's when he's doing using the Infinity. Why is that?
Have no idea. Don't even know why HD would even show, and I can go in the settings. And
Because I know it's there for Pat, and when John was broadcasting and was showing up.
I don't know where else you can go and do that. Maybe on Cameraman or something. I'll go to Cameraman. If it downloads the app, sometimes it just takes forever. But I don't think there's anything there. Downloading app.
Okay.
It's not doing it.
Yeah, let's see. So now what we want is Camera Control Pro, I think. No camera was detected. Oh, that's not good. Exit. All right, so what do we got going here?
What's Big Al got up there now? Is that the needle?
104 or something. No, maybe it's not 104. It's got a dust lane running along the side.
Yeah, it almost looks like Sombrero, but
Yeah, Sombrero 104.
Does a sharp cap, does that stack?
Sharp cap? Yeah, he's stacking. He's got 10 frames, it says, stacked in the lower left. Now it's back to 1 frame stacked. 6 frames ignored. So it must have refreshed. Yeah, I guess he's not, doesn't have to take darks with the cooler.
Trying to read, is he running a 30-second exposure?
Let's see.
it looks like, yeah.
He's running 30 seconds. Full res. He's not binning. And he's leaving everything basically neutral. He's at minus 35 degrees. He just changed something to 50.
Looks like it keeps ignoring the frames coming in.
Might not have enough stars. Although he does have 1, 2, 3. He's got enough stars.
Yeah,
It's not
20
bad.
stars.
Not bad for 1 frame. It's evenly noisy, but it's not bad. See, these guys are hearing people. I can't hear a soul.
Okay.
Yep. So something is either turned off on mine and I can't hear it, or they got my audio muted. Be nice to be able to hear them.
Well, I can see, you know, with this display control panel up, you can pretty much see what's going on. Looks like he keeps getting frames ignored.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know enough about that software to even guess. Hey, he's got 3 dust bunnies.
Yeah, he's got 4 of them. That's cool. Let's have a dust bunny hunt. See what our skies look like through our viewfinder. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. This is a tough object, even at 2 minutes.
I don't know, Don. I think your Infinity is doing as well as his. I don't know what telescope he's using.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't get them to stack.
There we go.
Well, I counted 5, 6 dust bunnies now. Oh boy. Better not find any here.
Just keep that dark background. You'll never see them.
Yep.
Well, no wonder.
I got clouds moving through.
Yeah, these cameras are awful picky. If you don't turn them on, they don't work.
You sure?
Yeah, I just discovered that. What a revelation.
My biggest fault is I leave the cover on the telescope and forget to remove it. And then I'm sitting here at the computer trying to figure out what the hell's wrong.
Yeah.
Or you leave the button-off mask on.
All right, good. So it's a lot.
Well, one thing I can say about the Infinity is I don't have to do that ASI dark frame nonsense. It certainly was annoying.
I'm guessing Al is using his C11.
Well, whatever he's using, it's vignetting, so I don't know whether he's running at 6.3, which would be the...
I don't know, that chip is pretty big.
4/3, isn't it?
It's a 4/3, so the 6.3 should easily cover it.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, the interesting thing is if this performs like a DSLR, it's a better buy than a DSLR.
Yeah.
Because it's cooled, it's already modified. You don't have to mod it. The only thing it doesn't have, it only has 12 bits output, so that's a deterrent. But you do enough stacks that can help overcome that limitation a little bit.
Well, I'm
sorry. I hope that noise is not bothering you guys.
No, it's not bothering us. We could always mute
noisy
you.
Paramount.
Well, the sky conditions are not very good. That's all I can say. This image is not coming.
Nice.
Not coming through.
Right
well.
too.
Should take a look outside. Be right back.
Okay.
I don't know if I can reach focus or not, but it'd be handy if I could.
Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today. And leave the tough love on the mountain. A strong girl.
Yeah, let me put that thing back in the middle of its range. The right way. Grab this guy and turn it. This guy, because this guy will do the job. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Hello, Jim Turner.
Hello.
Now we're talking. All right. Now, can this Google thing see this? I don't know if it can or not.
You might have to refresh the browser, Mark.
It can't see the window. Doggone it. After all that. It only sees that. It doesn't see the other one. All right, so I got a way around that. No problemo. Okay.
There is another verse.
Click in.
Another universe that is found, where anyone where you can live free of pain, a perfect new place called Onion.
Look around you. Every necromonger in this hall. Every one of the Legion vast to strip aside your defenses in one night.
Now we're hearing voices.
Evil as you.
You gotta go back on your medication, Mark.
You think I'm imagine? Well, it could be.
I think Ken's watching a program.
We all began as something else. Was our being was sent through when I first.
Okay, close. Now split cam has got it. And which is kind of handy because I can adjust things.
The sky conditions have deteriorated. Got a lot of haze, humid.
That's what happened to me, Don. I went to 97, just like you're on now, and just as I started getting the first capture, it just went all to crap on me everywhere I went, and I just gave up. I was starting off, I did real well, and I absolutely found the right focal reducer for it.
That's good. That's very good.
It's not the high speed that everybody thinks, but it does really well.
Okay, so then we go to leave this here, put that up there, and we go to screen share again. Get rid of this. So why is it acting that way now? And you go to screen share, hit split cam. Okay. All right. And now I use this other. Oh, it's the Lindo that I use. Right. Full screen. 13%. 50%. Yeah, there we go. Talking to myself here. Sorry, guys.
Talk away. I am now clouded out.
Okay, you're not answering yourself.
Okay, there's the moon. In a circuitous way because I had to use split cam to capture the Nikon window, but it worked. So there you go. And you can see the shakiness. This is 60 frames a second, so it's a fast update rate. If I'm sharing it, am I sharing that or not?
Yep.
Okay, just double checking. Yeah, so we're looking at Plato, right there. Nice big dark thing. So the unexpanded field of view of this camera, even at f/15, gives you the whole moon basically. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Did Pat go away? Did he go to bed or something? Or
What
No,
camera
he's
is that?
just got clouded over.
No, I'm here. Clouds just moved in.
Oh, okay, Pat.
What camera is that, Mark?
That's a Nikon D810A.
Okay. Thank you.
And, you know, it basically fit the image. You know, it's f/15, but it's a full frame sensor. So, the thing I like about it is the zoom feature. So if I go to 13%, see what I mean?
Yep, that's very nice.
And I'll just go up there to and kind of get it somewhere near the center. Then I'll take this thing and that little red window, and I'll go 25%. You watching? 50%. Oh, that's actually sharp in between wiggles, isn't it? And then it stops because it just wants to. And I have to start over again. It won't run too long. Anyway, there we go. There's 50%. And we go to 100%. And now, of course, I can fiddle with the ISO and other things to smooth that out. But that's pretty darn sharp.
Yours is looking like mine, Don. Got all washed out now.
Let me look at Don. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's 106, right?
That's only one stack, though. That'll clear up a little bit.
To get out of... Oh, I got to turn live off? I didn't know I had to turn live off. What's it doing? Manual, aperture priority. Manual. And I can't talk to the bulb. This is odd.
I'm going to mute my microphone, open up the garage door, and see what's going on.
All right.
Okay.
Looks like we're going to have to be doing star clusters or something. Or comets.
Because of cirrus clouds coming in?
No, it's haze. It's humid.
Oh.
So it's fog. Well,
actual fog, that's...
Well, he's pulling a Jupiter and now he's doing Jupiter all blown up. So he's using the resolution to be able to do Jupiter.
Looks a little squished.
It looks like I got about a half hour. Maybe it'll clear up.
What is this thing doing?
There are clouds running through. Real thin stuff.
Why is that changing?
You know, I do not see any color on Al's Jupiter.
No, he has it set for mono 8.
Okay.
He's using, looks like the same settings that he did for the DSOs. Except for the exposure time.
Yeah, hey. Capture 1. See what it does. Camera does not play nice.
As you know we're going, don't put out. I hate this one. Just do it. About this thing.
Well, if I can control this,
Skittish. Probably shouldn't tell him what happened in the past.
that's what I'll do. Run this to control it. So I'll put on camera.
Okay, trying to find a target to go to.
All adolescent stuff. These are the government and their loved ones may be entitled to a cash reward from the $18 million in asbestos trust funds. And you may not have to file a lawsuit to qualify. It's not even those.
Alright, so I'll do it the other way then. I'll start that one first, and this one second. Okay. So why will that not adjust?
John, you run anything to kill the moon off? What kind of, any filters?
I got UHC, or I can run Night Sky, Lumicon Night Sky.
Okay.
But we're getting bothered by I think the moon just shining into the water droplets in the sky. Because I'm not really seeing that many thin clouds floating by.
I had some sort of haze. You couldn't really see it, but it's there.
Yeah, when I looked up at the stars, they looked good. I wonder if I don't think there's any dew on the corrector. I have a dew shield on, so.
You got a dew heater?
Yeah, I got a dew heater, but let me just go and sync on this.
I didn't have dew issues, but.
Well, I could go and flip the thing around. Let's see what it's going to do. Let me just stop this. We have 5 frames. It's not going anywhere, so.
What happened to Mark's image?
Oh, I'm messing around trying to trying to get better control of the camera.
Okay.
For some reason, it's not letting me. It's kind of got a mind of its own. It won't let me control it. For whatever reason, it's so it's not letting me get what I want adjustment wise. But I'll get it back for you. Okay. So I put it back up. Put Clavius in there. And we'll go to 100%.
It's a mess up there.
There we go.
Well, it's just now getting dark for you, Mark.
Well, yeah, it's not very dark.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't very darker. So let me turn the brightness up here. Or contrast down and brightness up. Well, that's pretty darn good. That's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
I'm surprised. I wish I could make it pick up the window and not all the porno advertising around split cam. You know, but I can't make Google do that. Yeah, I wish if it could see the Nikon window. The Nikon window is a little bit better than the split cam window in terms of sharpness. But I guess that's the price you pay when you go through more versions. Nevertheless, I'm not unhappy with this. It's doing just what I hoped it would be. Let me guess. Let me get this up. Get that up. That up. Oh yeah, look at that. Gee whiz. I probably should save that as a video and process it. Except it's got that split cam text on the bottom of it. Now let me see. Where would I save this? Save it in the Infinity. It's encouraging me to go to Jupiter in a minute. Let me grab a couple of minutes of this. Or not too much, actually. Yeah, that's pretty sharp. Okay, and do a stop. There we go. And we'll jump out to the full screen. Slide the moon up. And take a look at...
I like the full screen work.
Isn't it? Now the adjustments that are optimal for that are going to be then. You notice you can see a little color in the moon. Real color. That's not fake here. I can get rid of that, but that's the actual color of the moon. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Copernicus and zoom in on that. And and then we'll adjust this and everything so that's nice and clear on the screen like that. And I'll capture some of that. Yeah, I can see the collapsed lava tube holes over to the left bottom. That's a lava tube where the roof collapsed. It looks like a line of little craters, but it isn't. It's holes in the surface. But that's what they say it is. Over in here. Wherever this camera view is, yeah, in there. Yeah, I see it. So now I can ride along in here. Okay, we'll stop recording because these AVI files get awfully big. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. You got to hit the live one. There. Alrighty, so now let me see if let's try Jupiter. Let me go like this. Start my meeting at 24 hours. Yeah, 24 hours. Postpone. Okay. Alrighty. Jupiter, where are you? There you go. Jupiter. Fine.
Yeah, we have a bunch of fast-moving clouds that came down from the northeast.
Well, that's out of Canada, huh?
Yeah, running right down New Jersey, right into me, and New York, New Jersey, right down through Albany.
Isn't that what they call it or whatever? That's what they call
Alberta
it,
Clipper comes from the western part of Canada, doesn't it?
Let's see, now let me go to full screen. Oh yeah, there's Jupiter. I'll be darned. Well, I should put that in the middle and put the zoom on it. Okay. And then start zooming. And 200%. And I'll just do some adjusting. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that answers the question for me.
Good color, Mark.
Yeah. The best planetary camera I have is not a planetary camera, but it's a Nikon. Certainly the most versatile. I've got no Barlow on this, guys. Whoops. Don't worry about that. That's just it'll only run so long. Now you see that amount of zoom I'm doing. You see what that looks like in the middle? I don't know if you can see that. You see how small that is,
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
What scope are you on?
The Maksutov, the F-15.
Yeah, it's at what, F12, F15?
It's F-15. I'm sorry. I'll hold the mic. It's F-15.
Okay.
And the camera's at full 35 millimeter. Okay. So now all I do to fix this is I just go to zoom, and there we are.
Okay.
And the resolution of 36 megapixels is sufficient that the zoom doesn't hurt you. I could put Barlow on it or PowerMate. Do a lot better, I imagine.
Which object are you on, Don?
M3. Playing around with it, and I'm trying to not stack. Just want to see whether I can get a longer exposure.
Yeah, that looks a lot better than you don't have all that stuff in the sky behind you. The haze.
I was out there looking up there, and it's clouded out, thin stuff. And it's
Hey guys, I'm gonna hit the bed. Everybody have a good night.
all right, Jim. You take care.
Good.
All right, so now, let me see if I can back to that one. It's down there. Let me set up Jupiter tracking.
Hey, Don, can you look at Big Al and tell me what he's doing?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He looks like he has floor plans to a house or something.
Yeah.
He's moving in some sort of a zoom frame. Something similar to what Mark just did, except I don't see an image in there. I just see a spot that's moving inside of a rectangular box that has gray panels of various sizes in it. Almost like a checkerboard, I think he's got lassoed. So maybe there's a...
I just wonder if it's a focusing
could well be.
Routine.
Well, his image scale is zoomed because the crosshairs are not centered on the frame, but he zoomed the camera. Not zoomed the camera, he zoomed the image on
well, that's a nice double
sharp
star.
cap. Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing you should be able to try and do on this camera is to do double stars to see how well it cuts. The ASI 224 does a good job.
Let me go see if that folder has videos in it. Yeah, it does.
Let's try 20 seconds.
Okay.
seconds is just as good as the 30 seconds. All right, let's see what else I can go to. Ain't that much out there. Whoops. Clicked on the wrong icon.
Go to Don. Pat.
Well, I could do the Whirlpool, give that a shot.
But you mean Southern Whirlpool or? Oh, you mean M51?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Now that go back to this. Yeah, it's just too crowded for doing any of this. I think I'll shut down out here and go inside and watch it from in there, Don.
All right.
It's just too shaky to bother with. Hopefully it'll get better tomorrow.
All right. Good night, Mark.
Catch you later.
Good night. Well, you'll see me. I'm coming back. It'll just take me 5 minutes to shut down here. See you guys.
Okay.
Are they in a star on the finder? Well, now let's try this at 60 seconds. See where we go.
Looks like Al has got M51.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's got the bare matrix issue.
Looks a little bit noisy.
Looks noisy to me. Choose number of frames to average. Okay. It's got to do dark frames. Well, that stinks. It's a cool camera. What the heck's it got to do dark frames for? Unless he turned the cooler off to show what it can do without a cooler. No, he's minus 35 degrees. I didn't notice them before. Oh well. Well. I think this is not my cup of tea tonight.
You might be fighting the moon a little bit, Don.
Yeah, fighting the moon, but also the skies are just yucky. Looking up there, I don't see that many stars. That's why it's a shame it's this time of year. We could use star clusters. Well, there's 2 frames. Maybe there's hope for something here. see how long it's going to take for the clouds to. They were moving pretty quick. I think it's going to clear up in about. No, I don't know. I can't guess the time.
Well, I'm going to open up my garage door and look again. Be back in a minute.
Excuse me. Yeah, if I could see the moon, I would do the moon again, but I can't see the moon. Well, it's improving a little bit. I think we'll stop the YouTube broadcast.